It's Ravens football. They're going to look for points here, no doubt, but might be too little too late for them in this lopsided contest. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And this effort's going to give them an even half dozen tonight. Secures this at the 17. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. 180, 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 mighty. Stop.
Burrow to the air now. Oh, put some heat on this deep. They connect on the deep shot. He has this down to the 34. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
11. 180.
Burrow on 1st down. Forced out to his right. Right back to Chase. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here.
11 mighty. 11. Gun. Stop. Hey, can. Stop.
Working inside the red zone.
Hey, we got to keep
Burrow
scoring.
picking up the pace.
We got to keep scoring.
A big loss on the play. It's now
11
second
MT.
and
Hey.
goal.
11. Stop.
2nd and goal. They're going to throw. Chased out to his right. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Bengals continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Another through the air this game. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
No change to the call on the field, so that play's going to remain a touchdown. McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they have played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game and carry forward into the practices ahead.
Zappy to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
After the sack could really use a big play here on second down. It's 2nd and 15. Zappi setting to throw. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. It's a repeat of the last play. That's going to bring them to 3rd down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
So out now comes the punter. Ty Zentner, the one to kick it away. Collects this at the 32. Escapes a defender. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Burrow now on 1st down. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. It's 16 yards on that play. And the Bengals have a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Get set. 11, right, 80. Stop.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. Pass it downfield, it's Chase. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Gun. Stop. Stop. Stop.
Burrow setting up the play action. He rolls to his right. And they take this in for the score. The Bengals are running them out of the building. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. The 6th time he's run it in this game, and that ties the NFL record. And he's done it so many times before in just this game, Brock. There he is again in the end zone leading that celebration.
I think they're running out of ways to celebrate.
I think so, too.
Right? They work on these things. They love these celebrations, but my gosh, he's made a habit of visiting the end zone, and it's his effort, it's his want to, it's his will. He's carried this offense forward for much of the game.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Looking to throw, Zappi. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
Now Zappi. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through with a sack to bring around third down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
60 Eagle!
Here's Zappi. They're going to get to him, and what a shot! The football's out! But I think a Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long.
Here we go, set!
Zappi. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th and long. They'll send out the punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. Fielded at the 11. He dodged the tackle. Has some daylight through the 40. Inside the red zone. And no offense needed as they take the return all the way back for the touchdown. They have him back there because of what he can do with even the smallest sliver of daylight. And for my money, Brock, there aren't many plays more exciting than seeing a punt return for a touchdown.
You know what it kind of reminds me of? The playground back in the day, right? You're playing tag, and you just can't get to that guy. He's just making you miss. Whether it is, I don't know, Devin Hester, Dante Hall, the human joystick, or Cordero Patterson, those elite guys, you just can't bring them down.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now, Brock, you always tell me they're special for a reason. Quite the boost from their special teams on that score as they kick it away. Returnable from the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Zappi back to throw. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Bengals get to it!
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them kids going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
The Bengals and running back Chase Brown getting set to begin another drive here. They're going to win this game, but with touchdowns on 3 straight drives, Brock, they're probably going to want to keep that streak going. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11. Ready? 11, 11, 11.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Escapes the pocket. He will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals throwing 6 more on the blowout. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. Another score for him this game.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
McPherson to add the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Wester on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series.
Let's go now.
A draw now. This is Henry. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Another run for Henry. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Punt team on the field. They could really use a good one here. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. It's fielded at the 14. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock. They're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out. New set of downs for them from the 31.
Let's get set. Dot. 12, 12, 12. Dot.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. Dancing past him. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Here we go, here we go.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Getting out to his left. Oh, he's going for it again. And they bring him down around the 34.
Gotta go.
Burrow picking up the pace.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up
11
2nd
coming.
and 1.
Dot.
Throwing now off the play action. Escapes the pocket. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
11 MT. Big 13. Big 13.
Burrow from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. And with this lead, keeping the pedal down.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the red zone on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Here
we go.
Second and 10.
Right 80. Right side.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Catch made. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. Finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Third, reaching for the end zone, and he lost the football. And the Ravens make the recovery.
I'll tell you this, inside the 5-yard line, that ball has got to be welded to your body at times. Under no circumstances could it come free. Whether someone puts a helmet on it or those players are just ripping it from both sides.
Baltimore running its offense out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what... While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this.
11 MT. Right 80. Stop.
Trying for it with Burrow. Forced out to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. Another score for him this game. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young, Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. That's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Send one of the tight ends in motion right. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The sack forces a now tougher third down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Let's see what they went with. Third down. Throwing is Zappy. He's in trouble and gets blocked out again. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he gets it away from his end zone. He'll start from the 39. Shoots away from one. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory.
42-yard
The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown. Brock, let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around.
Side. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Side.
Burrow on first down. Look at that power, deep left side. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's trying to go deep again. And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Bengals are running them out of the building. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Another score for him this game. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
Yeah, when it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing, and as you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. What a great play.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10.
Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
They'll throw to start the drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Lost control of another one. Now the Bengals have it. And the defense piles on at the end here as they take it back for the touchdown. The Bengals throwing 6 more on the blowout. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy. A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them.
Tag. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Get to Henry on the inside handoff. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. Cincinnati uses its second timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Let's go now.
Running once more with Henry. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. The final timeout taken by the Bengals. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Shotgun now on third down. Making the call himself. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Loses it again. But I think Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. So close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Man in motion here. Zappi setting to throw. Short pass brought in. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 6 yards to go here. It's third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 6.
Throw here, third down. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now a fourth down, staring right at him.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On now comes their punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Oh, first time for everything. He's bringing this punt out of his own end zone. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And even with 3 timeouts left on the other sideline, they have this one wrapped up. We'll see if they even use those timeouts. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
11.
They're going to pass it here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That's grabbed inside the 30. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Bengals continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. Another score for him this game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Massive hit. The ball is out. And they steal it back on the return. And the defense piles on at the end here as they take it back for the touchdown. The Bengals running them out of the building. That is the type of hit Brock delivered precisely to separate him from the football. And good luck to anybody trying to hold on through that.
And if you get a fumble on a return, a lot of times with how the personnel is displaced in position, you can find a lane for an immediate return. And sometimes, well, that open space even extends the whole way to the end zone for 6.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Here's Wester on the return. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And they dodge a turnover there on the return.
Awareness. So critical in so many phases of the game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing the lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and most importantly, keeping that possession.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
Here we go.
One final shot here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. And he has this to the opposing 35. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign.